These rules were meant to be flexible depending the situation the manager had to undertake, and I can definitely see many of these currently being used by the City of Murrieta's management in the recreation department. For example, during our special event season, which starts in October, we usually have a meeting in which we use FOIL's first principle, division of work, based on specialization to increase productivity. The tasks assigned to me is usually vendors. Because I am bilingual, it is convenient for the vendors to communicate with me since majority of them are Spanish speakers. The second theory is authority and responsibility, which as managers we take during special events by creating our teams and giving orders. Number 3 is discipline, obedience, application, and energy. During special events, it is important that all employees are professional, and although it is such a fun environment to work under, we are following dress code and professionalism rules. If they are not, then they will no longer be used for the rest of the events, leading to a decrease in hours as punishment. The fourth is unity of command. The reason that as managers during the season we break up into teams is so that our group members are only receiving orders from their team supervisors and they're not confused. The fifth of his theories is unity of direction. We all have one plan to make each event run smoothly, and we all communicate in different departments to follow the same direction during the event. Number 6 is subordination of individual interest to general interest. Although I usually deal with budgeting, during events, I forget about making more money through vendors so that I can look good and keep my vendor list very small to accommodate the rest of my coworkers, bringing in carnival games or performances so that we can all look good as a group and not one overpower the other. Number 7 is remuneration. During these events, we do give many chances for overtime and many benefits to those that help make the events more amazing and reward their positivity. Number 8 is centralization. During the events, as managers, if we still need to make any changes in our teams, we still need to go to the director of recreation, which means that decision making is distributed through all levels evenly. Number 9 is scalar chain. If one of the manager's team members has a problem, they always have access to the director of recreation, so they don't feel forced to just do as we say, or if they need any further explanations. Number 10 is order, and during those events, we make sure that we have the right man at the right place, like Foyol explained, so that our workers enjoy the event and they enjoy their jobs. Some of them enjoy dealing with vendors. Some of them like doing community outreach. Some like playing games with the children or doing activities and taking over performances. And when we do order like this, they excel at their jobs. Number 11 is equity. During the events, everyone is treated as employees and everyone's job is just as important as the other. Number 12 is stability of tenure and personal thought. Throughout the years, if we notice someone excels at their job and they're just loving what they do, unless they express that they want to try something different, we make sure that they continuously are doing that job so that they are doing the best that they can. Number 13 is initiative. As managers, we make sure that our employees are on a time schedule so that they are not just standing around and doing nothing, and that they're always keeping busy, and they just make sure that everybody is organized. Number 14 is spirit the corpse. As managers, we all make sure that we show unity and calm during the events, which a lot of us need when there's huge crowds of people coming to enjoy what we have been working very hard to put on. Mary Parker Follett's theories can also be applied to recreation because she has a focus on integration. Follett thought that workers of all levels should integrate to reach organization's goals. In the city's recreation department, we all work together, directors, chamber of commerce, managers, and part-timers, to ensure that communities get the best sense of unity during events, holidays, and throughout all of our public facilities. Number 2 is the theory of power with, although we do have a hierarchy, we rarely delegate power. In fact, we have constant meetings where everyone's input is considered and no one member feels more important than the other. Her group power theory is also very important in our managing strategies because it is important in our department. We are not necessarily working for one individual person. We're actually working for the community and have group power rather than working for the benefit of one person. We work to ensure the success and the unity of the community, which in a way unifies us as well. One of Mary Parker Follett's theories was reciprocal relationship, and it states that every worker, regardless of their level of hierarchy, is responsible for pulling their own weight and integrating with the rest of the organization. No one person should be trying less or more than another, and that it's always a team effort. That is the one thing or the one concept that I think should be updated or changed, because at least in recreation, there are directors, there are managers, there are part-timers. And many of the times, part-timers do the same amount of work as the coordinators, and they're not seeing the full-time benefits. They're not seeing the money compensation. And it is hard to see that somebody that has a degree or has a lot to offer in a department is just seen as equal as somebody that's higher than them, but in reality, they are not getting those compensations. I really hope that you guys enjoyed learning about my job in my recreation department and how we have adapted a lot of these theories. It was really interesting to see how important these things are in my daily life, and how as a public server, I have actually been adapting a lot of these skills, and what I would change is not a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next week.